the Democrat left now, the socialist Democrats, which increasingly are just synonymous with Democrats, they do want a takeover of the healthcare system, and they want to negate the mechanisms that are in place that make our healthcare system better. They want to make sure that the market isn't what determines the cures and the treatments of the future. And it's amazing to me. Every Democrat I talk to about this, they get so into the moralizing about, oh, but everybody needs to have health care. We cover almost the whole country is already covered in some way. If you are of low income, then you can get Medicaid. And people say, oh, but Medicaid is not as good as Medicare. Well, why is that, folks? Why not just give everybody access to everything if it doesn't really matter? Right? Why do people who have Medicare have to pay co-pays? Why does Medicare not cover everything? Because there are costs involved here. Doctors have costs too. Doctors have offices that they have to pay for. They have a staff. They have bills to pay themselves and mortgages and medical school debt. We can either have a market system or we can have a government system. As it is, because of government regulation, because of the lack of transparency over things like prices. I mean, how many of you have been? I've gone through this process. As I said, I have had gold-plated, amazing health care. I've had absolutely crap private health care. And I've had no health care and gotten really sick and had to deal with that, which is scary. That's not fun. I got really badly injured. I had no health insurance. Start running up credit card debt very fast. So I've been on all sides of this. I've seen what it's like from different perspectives. And let me tell you something. If you think it's annoying right now, filling out the paperwork, waiting in the office, going to see the doctor, just imagine when the people that you're seeing, the doctors that are going to be showing up, they get paid the same either way. I mean, my experience, I can't speak for all of you, my experience with healthcare already is the places where I go, and I try to do this as much as I can. And I know this is, I am fortunate, but I also save money specifically. I have a little set aside of money that I use just for medical expenses as I need them. You go to a doctor and they know you're swiping a credit card. All of a sudden, you don't have wait times. And all of a sudden, the doctor, is following up. You go to a doctor and you're hoping that your HMO is going to accept the plan and the paperwork, whatever. You sit there, you wait. Maybe you wait 2-3 hours every day. You miss meetings at work. You got to worry about who's going to pick the kids up from school, whatever it may be. You're not even really sure what it's going to cost you at the end of the day. I was told when I was going to have a surgery at one point, and I had insurance at the time, it was bad insurance though, that my personal cost would be somewhere, I'm not kidding, between $4,000 and $40,000. I mean, I don't know what producer Mark's dream car is, but if he walked into the Maserati store and they said this is going to cost you between $5,000 and $120,000, I'm not sure he would sign on the dotted line until they told him what the price was. Same thing with me. I was like, I didn't have $40,000. I didn't really have $4,000. So why is that our system? People act like that's the failure of the market. No, this is wrong. This is the failure of the redistributive mechanisms of regulatory infringement on the market by the government. Because nobody really wants to know what anything costs, because everyone wants to be able to promise things to people that other people will pay for. That's why they're enemies of transparency. Transparency is the precursor to truth. You can't get to the truth if you can't see what's going on. So when Trump is out there last night talking at the State of the Union address about how we need to know what procedures cost. You got to start telling people what procedures cost. You know what you'd find out? Wow, there are some places where I'm getting completely ripped off. And there are other places where they're trying to be more efficient and trying to do this better and give better service. Like everything else that you're used to in your day-to-day life that is market-based. There's a lot of money going into the system right now, but there's a lot of money that's wasted, a lot of money that is misallocated in our healthcare system. And we're going to put the people who still have not been able to figure out what the vote count was in Iowa for the caucuses. Still, I think they've got 70% reporting right now as I go on air. It's been, 48 hours now? I mean, how long are we going here, folks? Still can't do that, but they want to be in charge of telling you who your cancer doctor is going to be, who your heart surgeon is going to be, you name it. They'll make great choices for you, and you'll be really happy with the outcomes. Only the ignorant or the dishonest could believe this.